Assalamualaikum. Hey y'all, welcome back to eTuisyenLive with me, Miss Anis. Thank you so much for being here and join me on Wednesday untuk cover English 1119. Okay. So, apa yang lain sikit untuk this week compared to last week is, first is English 1119 yang kita akan cover pada malam ni for tonight is untuk KSSM. Okay, so last week it was last untuk KBSM ataupun untuk student SPM yang akan ambil paper on February 20, tak ingat 23rd ke 24th untuk korang punya, 23rd. Okay, so on 23rd itu untuk KBSM, tapi for malam ni kita tak cover yang itu untuk pada malam ni. Apa yang kita akan cover adalah untuk KSSM ataupun SPM student yang ambil SPM later in the year of 2021. Okay, tapi sebelum kita touch on the format and everything, I want to know who is there on the other side. Nak tahu siapa di sana? Who is on the side of this virtual space here? Siapa dekat situ? Wasim Anwar. Hi, how are you? How is everyone? Actually, apa khabar? How is everyone? I'm guessing everyone is nama saya Cem. Okay, good to know. I'll call you Cem then, Wasim. Okay, never mind. I'll call you Cem. Alright. So, I wanted to know, how are you guys? Sehat ke? Hopefully korang sihat. I hope you are well because these days COVID is just crazy. Saya wajib ada. Hi Atira, welcome. Okay, so if you know anyone that is gonna take SPM, KSSM punya syllabus, do invite them here because this is a free session, and then I believe that you can share the link of this YouTube with them. Okay, so kalau belum lagi, tolonglah like, because the more you like, I am more energetic, and hopefully I can give you as much knowledge that I can give to you. Alright, very good. Alhamdulillah. So tak ada siapa tanya, Miss Alhamdulillah sihat juga. If I'm not healthy, I should not be here standing and teaching you guys tonight. Just before we start, as usual, let's go through a few, how to say this, housekeeping. Let's do some housekeeping to ensure malam ni every the session goes smooth. So first thing first is your devices lah, your phone ke, your laptop ke, notebook, tablet, I don't know lah, whatever that you're using right now to watch me here, make sure dia fully charged. Okay, kalau dalam 20% or 30% of your battery, apalagi kau pergi cari wire charger tu and then plug it in, alright? And then so that's the first one, the battery portion, and then another one is your resolution. Okay, resolution ni macam mana nak naikkan is yang butang bunga like on the right side, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So pump it up to 1080 pixel or 720 pixel. Okay, the reason why, so that it's high definition, so that you can see whatever that I'm gonna write on the board, or even see my face also lah. Okay, boleh nampak jeragat semua benda lah. Alright, so make sure that it's high definition. Kalau tak boleh, I do understand sometimes the internet is not on our side. Okay, so that's another one. And let me see if there's anything else that I forgot. Social media. Okay, so usual that we have social media. We have account dekat dalam Facebook, in Telegram, in Instagram, and then we also have eTuisyen.my website. If you have not open or register for an account, I would suggest you do now. Sebab dekat situ ada satu option ataupun satu tool yang memang I memang respect lah eTuisyen to have this, and then open it to people to use it, which is Ask Tutor. Meaning you can get help from us tutors who are here in eTuisyen. Okay, so make sure you guys open an account under eTuisyen.my and then contact us or the tutors. Not only the tutors is there, all our videos is there as well if you are registered and under the packages lah. Okay, so we are here to give you the best education that we can give. Alright, let me see here. I wanted to see who are my students that will be joining me tonight. So siapa ni kat sini? So that's Cham. Hi Huraya Rashika. Hi. Okay, nak tahu juga korang dari mana? Where are you from? Sebab pernah sekali kan ada seorang datang daripada Singapura. Macam wow. Okay, that's how amazing is this virtual space tau. It doesn't matter where you are from, as long as you are connected to the internet, you can get any information from anywhere. So hopefully, hopefully lah, mana tahu lah kan, whatever that I'm gonna share tonight is valuable and able to help any students from all over Malaysia lah. Siapa dekat situ? Shasha, Asha daripada Kedah. Tang mana tu? Ingat Miss tak tahu macam nak cakap utara. Dari Mareh. Woi, jauhnya. Negeri Sembilan, Huraya. Okay. FYI, Miss dekat Selangor sekarang ni. Okay. Alright. So, you know what? Let's get started sebab ada a few things that I wanted to share tonight. Okay, so I'm not so sure if you guys have gone through the news ke ataupun gone through the information ataupun what do you call those things? Published articles from the Lembaga Peperiksaan Malaysia on the new format untuk SPM 2021 untuk Silibus KSSM. So what I'm gonna do? Hi Hafiz daripada Terengganu. Ada Shah Alam pun ada. Okay. Aini Syafiqin daripada Shah Alam. MR Ambar daripada Pahang. Wow, okay, see, you guys are all over Malaysia and I'm so proud of you and I'm so grateful that you are here on joining me tonight. What we're going to do tonight is we're going to cover, I'm going to introduce you to the syllabus, to this format actually, to the format of what you're going to see on your SPM papers. Okay, so dengan satu paper, dia ada 4 paper this year. Okay, what does it mean by 4 papers? Okay, so the 4 papers here adalah, the first one is reading. It will test you on your reading. Macam mana you punya grammar, macam mana your vocab, macam mana your understanding of the context, macam mana you rationalize certain situation. How do you also match certain information to another information. Okay, so these are the things that is being tested on paper 1. Paper 2 is your writing. So yang ni kalau dulu on the KBSM dia hanya ada 2 part saja, but this time ada 3, but we will not cover that tonight. Apa yang I akan fokus for tonight is on paper 1, but I'm just going to give you some introduction. Okay, itu paper 2 which is writing. Paper 3 is on how you speak. They will test you on how well do you speak, how fluent, not only fluency as well, on the vocabs that you use when you speak as well. And then another one is 3. Sorry, nampak pun sekat-sekat ni. So you wanted to see whether are you able to understand the question as well. Okay, so it's not only you giving out your answer, how do you speak in English, see whether can you understand also the material that's given to you, and then you try to vocally or verbally say about it. How do you verbally explain or answer this question? Okay, so yang tu untuk paper 3, and the last one ialah listening. How well do you listen to the audio? How are you able to capture the facts or information? How are you able to relate the questions that you'll be seeing on the paper to the audio that you'll be listening? Kalau korang perasan, okay, kalau korang perasan, this format untuk SPM kan macam lebih kurang dengan PT3. Actually, kalau korang perasan, you've gone through this before when untuk PT3 dulu, where you were tested on your reading, you were tested on your writing, you were also tested on your listening and also your speaking. Okay, so actually, so the reason also, let me tell you this reason why the government ataupun macam this format can really help you. Kenapa? Okay, there's a reason why this format is as such nowadays. Sebab kalau nanti korang nak ambil test untuk nak masuk university nanti, nak masuk pergi ke luar negara, you have to take English test to prove that you can speak, you have a certain level in your language. Contohnya IELTS. Ini antara test yang you can ambil. TOEFL, TOEFL, MUET. So this TESOL is the teaching English in the second language. Itu degree, sorry. Alright. So MUET. So this exam, okay, this exam actually some of the questions follow the format from your SPM ni sebenarnya. So if you sekarang time umur 17 tahun ni, or siapa-siapa yang 16, I believe some of the student here is 16 years old because you are preparing also for your SPM next year, right? Okay, if say lah dia tak tukar lagi, I don't know lah. Sometimes education changes so fast, but we can adapt. We human can adapt. I believe you can do it. I believe I can also do it to teach you as best as I can. But yes, so the reason why the format is as such so that you can prepare yourself to take the international language test, which is English lah. Okay, so that's the reason, and I believe that if you can do it for your SPM, confirm you can ace your international language test nanti. Alright, so that's the reason why these are being, this is out there lah. Okay, so janganlah marah sangat because actually it's for your good. Sometimes kan macam kita banyak sangat changes, tak sempat nak catch up, woi, pandai, woi, banyak sangat changes. But there's a reason why. There's a reason why. It's just that we have to do our best to put all the efforts yang kita boleh letak so that kita boleh move on and then achieve success. Okay? Semua okay Alright, understand right? Kenapa sekarang ni these are the format. So, let me just briefly go through a bit jugalah the new format ni, okay? So, selain daripada the reading, writing, speaking and listening, tiap-tiap satu paper contribute the same percentage, okay? 25%. Alright, so tiap-tiap semua paper ni matters. So you cannot just focus on reading, you cannot only focus on writing, you have to focus on all four. Okay, jangan, alah miss saya tak pandai writing, dia lah writing, nanti habis your 25%. Kalau you just let it be, then you gonna have, sekarang macam mana scoring, if I'm not mistaken, kalau dulu 70 score, kalau 75 is a B. Okay, I'm not so sure kalau sekarang scale dah lain, kadang-kadang dia tukar-tukar kan. Alright, so if you don't focus on one, then you're gonna depend on the other three. That means you're not gonna get an A anymore. So hopefully you are aiming for A kalau boleh, or as best as you can, tapi don't give up. Please, jangan give up, okay? Alright, do as best as you can, okay? Alright, another thing is I want to highlight juga. So for paper 1 on the reading, ni banyak multiple choice. Dia ada 5 sections, okay? As you can see here. Kalau tak nampak, tolong zoom dekat belakang sini ya. Boleh, I think YouTube ni boleh zoom kan, dia punya video, right? So zoom on this side. So kalau untuk paper 1, right? Dia ada 5 sections. So out of the 5 sections, ada 4 yang multiple choice that you will given choices that you can pick and then put it inside, or you have to put inside, maksudnya ada something, ada gaps or blank spaces that you have to fill in the words or sentences. And then the last part, which is the part 5, dia minta korang bagi short answer. Nanti ada korang kena tulis sikit, but not macam dulu where you have to write summary. Good news, no more summary. FYI. So this is one of the things macam, okay, there's no summary. Okay, so last year untuk KBSM, there is summary where you have to read all this comprehension and then you kena summarize kan. This year, tak ada. Okay, but it was replaced on something else. We will cover that tonight, which is paper 1. I rasa kan macam nak promo tau, SPM macam, don't beli SPM. Wow, tak ada. Come. This is something that you will receive. I don't know why my tone is like selling. I don't know why. Okay, never mind. So, dia punya markah 40 markah. Satu soalan, satu markah. Meaning there's 40 questions that you need to answer untuk reading ni. Okay, so that's also, we were going to cover this later. I'll give you some tips. Macam mana nak score, macam mana nak, nanti bila dapat paper, what do you need to look for? How do you prepare for it as well? Okay, we will cover for tonight is on paper 1. Tapi before we go there, I'm going to cover macam bagi sikit sneak peeks lah on the other papers. And then the following weeks, if you still with me, alright, we're going to cover on each of the format. Then later, after we cover all the format, then we're going to try to see what can we do to tackle, what can we do better, how can we really improve on our skills, okay? I'm not going to say how can we improve English. No, let's do this. Let's put it in a way. Let's put it in a sentence to say, let's improve our skills in using English. Instead of how can I improve my English? How can I improve my English? Now, reading, writing, speaking, listening. This is skills. This is how you use your language, how you use English language, okay? So instead of improve English, let's do it. Let's put it in this kind of sentence lah. How can I improve my skills now? Okay, let's do that. Okay, kalau korang macam, Miss, macam mana nak get better in listening? We will cover that in a few weeks. Okay, alright. So, itu untuk paper 1. Paper 2, so dia punya, kalau dulu, which is KPSM, only 2 parts. This year, ada 3 part. So dekat dalam paper 1, hilang 1 part, dia masuk kat dalam paper 2. So actually not really a good news lah. Alright, because it's macam jumble up sikit lah. Diorang terang macam nak bagi, so I pull out something from paper 1, but I put something on paper 2. Oh, I forgot to tell you one more thing. There's no more novel questions. There's no more section D kalau dulu kita kena cover novel. Okay, so that's not going to be part of the SPM as well. Mana lagi susah, KSSM ataupun KBSM? To be honest with you, KBSM was much more harder for me. To be honest with you, I feel like KSSM is much more easier. Seriously, I feel personally lah, for Miss untuk Rashid your question, I feel like KSSM much more easier. It's just that you really need to master 4 skills. Okay, kalau dulu listening tak sangat tau. Actually, listening ni it's not really tested before. Now it is. So meaning ada macam pros and cons lah. So if you're not used to listening to people to talk in English ataupun this is one of the things that, okay, I give you one more macam discount lah tips. Kalau listening ni to get better, you have to kalau macam korang dengar Spotify or YouTube, these things called podcasts ataupun radio. Kan kalau dengar radio English, right? Try to start listening to these things. Because when you try to sharpen, misalnya kena korek telinga untuk bagi dengar lagi kuat, okay, korang kena biasakan like listen to people speaking in English. Because when you reading in English and listening in English, totally different thing, okay? Totally different than diamond, alright? So, but we will not cover that tonight lah, okay? So, writing ada 3 section. We will cover that next week. So this week we're going to cover reading. Next week we're going to cover writing on the formatting lah. Alright. So itu yang kedua. Yang sekarang kau apa? Right, speaking. Speaking pula ada 24 markah and then ada 3 section. So the first one, you know what? I'm going to hold that. I'm not going to cover you that tonight. I will tell you 3 section and then we're going to cover this format for speaking in 2 weeks. Alright. So I dah bagi you agenda for the whole month already. Okay. So that's speaking, and then last one is listening. 30 marks and then ada 4 section. And then this listening kan, this senang sikit because you can listen and then you have questions, right? All of them, if I'm not mistaken, are multiple choice. So dia tak ada susah sangat sebenarnya. So that's why your question Rashid, that's why I feel KSSM is much more easier. It's just that whether your skills is up to par or not. Your skill maksudnya sama ada your reading, writing, speaking and listening in English tu terror ke tidak. Kalau dulu kita kena fahamkan novel ataupun kena memang betul-betul tahu macam mana nak write summary ataupun write essay semua benda tu kan. We forgot whether can we really speak in English, can we really listen in English. Now you are tested. Okay, this is going to contribute to your marks. Okay, macam apa? This is John Cena. Okay, I don't know why. That's why I feel like macam my tone sekarang kan macam nak hello world, here I come. I don't know why, okay? I love watching English movies without subtitle. Well done, Natira. If you guys, okay, another way to improve also your listening, right? Instead of you depend on the subtitle to when you watch English movies, do take it out. try to really listen on these people try to pronounce the words. Kalau boleh, more to British because what we're learning is British English. So try to find British movies with the British accents lah. There's some Hollywood movies that using British accents. So try to find these movies because that's what our English is for, Cambridge English. Alright, so my accent is a bit different lah, so jangan compare. Okay, alright, so that's for the intro for the new format. Vice Admiral John Tovey. Good day, I don't know which character is that. Alright, hi, I'm new in this live. Hi Faik, welcome. Thank you so much for choosing tonight. Tak apa, tak lambat lagi kalau if you need to replay actually, so you can replay this live. It's just that this is a live session, so you can keep up with me right now. But later, kalau macam you macam apa Miss ni cakap, you can rewind this video again. Alright, so what we were covering was actually an intro to the new format for KSSM. Okay, alright, so what I'm going to cover is actually on paper 1. This is what I want to cover tonight. Alright, now paper 1 ada 5 bahagian, ada 5 sections, alright. Then all 4 of them are multiple choices, and the last one it will be writing sikit, but not much. There usually what you're gonna have to do is more on matching ataupun kena tulis short answer. So that will be the last section for your paper 1. Now before I touch macam mana bentuk soalan dia, macam mana format dia for each of the bahagian, right? I nak bagi you a bit tips. Ada kat sini ada berapa? Ada 4 tips that I nak give to you when you get the paper, when you get the question, how can you answer it? Kejap ada soalan kat sini. Kill Contract. Is that a movie title, Mama Hasbi? Sorry admin, can you move your cursor because I cannot read Rashid punya soalan ni. Bagaimana nak intro karangan bagi lengkap? Oh, okay. Good question, but we're not gonna cover tonight. Bukan malam ni. That I will cover next week. Alright, when we cover writing. Untuk malam ni, kita akan cover only on the reading skill, which is on paper 1 sahaja. Alright, this is paper 1. Yes, Akira, thank you so much. Alright, Mama Hasbi English channel. I see. Okay, good to know. Alright, so the tips that I wanted to give to you. I tak sempat nak tulis 4-4, so I've tulis 2 dulu. Which is the first one is when you get your paper for reading, memang kena baca soalan dahulu. Jangan, so here, what it will help you, right? You read the question. Apa question nak from you? Okay, so another thing that I always remind my students is you have to manage your time. Okay, I'm telling you slowly and in a bass kind of like voice because it's very, very important for you to plan your time untuk reading ni. Seriously. If you have this skill, okay, selain daripada pandai membaca, there's this one skill can really help you, which is speed reading. Speed reading can really help you untuk bahagian 3, the 3rd and the 5th section can really help you because you are able to go through articles ataupun paragraphs, probably 6 to 7 paragraphs in a speedy way. So instead of you ambil masa 20 minit, you can do it within 10 minutes. Okay, so this is one of the things that you can improve yourself. Alright, so here, apa beza English US and Britain? Okay, apa beza dia? Some of the words, okay, some of the words that is used in America, okay, in United States, and the words that is used in British English is different. The spelling would be different. The slang also different. So what you need to learn, so kita punya English untuk Malaysia, kita belajar Cambridge ataupun British English. Okay, alright. Accent dia lah kan? Yes, accent is one thing. Now, the words itself. Okay, some of the words, apa yang kita contohnya lah, let me see here, how you spell this word. Now, mana satu American English, mana satu British English. Color, kalau tak nampak boleh zoom dekat sini. Alright, color and color. Both of them meaning warna. Okay, dua-dua meaning dia warna, but The thing is, because it's American and British, what they call? British English, kau tak datang ya sampai sini. Alright, so British English spelling is different. Now, spelling error pun bahaya, okay? So that's why you need, teacher nampak kurus tiba, oh, Vishnu, welcome! I macam mana lah Vishnu ni, right? I'm waiting for one more student actually, but I tak nampak lagi nama dia. Alright, nampak kurus, baju gelap kot. Alright, so spelling is one of the most I guess difference between British English dengan American English. Australian English pun ada juga lain. Okay, selain daripada accent dia punya perkataan pun lain juga. Siapa-siapalah tahu Australian English juga. Doktor ke bahasa. Okay, never mind. Alright. Okay, so tips. Number 1. Read the questions as I mentioned just now. When you get your paper, baca soalan. What is asked from you? Okay, especially dekat part yang ketiga, when you get the paragraph, when you get all the panjang punya artikel tu kan, you tengok dekat soalan dulu and then you baca paragraph. So that will help you to manage your time, seriously, because you know what you need to find from the paragraph. Okay? Alright, so that's number 1. Number 2, understand the stimulus. That's what I write. Right? Understand the stimulus. Stimulus ni maksudnya, contohnya lah kan. Let me just write one example right now. Now, untuk paper 1, part 1. Okay, part 1, dia akan bagi, let me give you this, let me give you this example. They will give you sometimes an ads. Macam special offer. And then they will give you a description on the ads, and then they will give you some question like what's it called? What is the price? Something like that. So you are given A, B, C, D. So A, B, C, D is your multiple choices lah. Now, so this is part 1. Part 1 ada 8 soalan. There's 8 questions that gonna ask you your multiple choices here, okay? Alright, so the ads, so you kena faham, understand the stimulus. So understand the stimulus is this, the text ke. So selain daripada text, ads as an advertisement, and then what other things? Labels, leaflets, emails, newspaper strips, or emails dah sebut dah tadi. Short text, what are things? Signs, notes. Signs ni contohnya kan when you are going around through the roads kan, dekat roadside, and then you nampak ada signboard semua benda tu kan. Sometimes they're gonna ask you, kenapa tiba kuatnya bunyi motor dekat sini, sorry. Hopefully that doesn't go into the mic. Kalau ya, then you know lah. Alright, so what's it called? So the signs, they will test you as well. How, like, usually like they will give you a general signs, and then what does it mean by the sign ke, or how do you react to the signs ke? So these are the questions that might gonna come on part 1, on your paper 1. Okay, so not only that korang kena tahu your grammar ataupun your vocab, you also need to know your common knowledge juga sebenarnya. So here I assure you, reading material out there is needed. Sorry, tak ada shortcut. Kena membaca. You have to read. Okay, so that because it's testing you on your reading skills. Alright, so I know some students macam, ya Allah, kena baca ke teacher? Kena, sorry, I cannot help you on that. I cannot help you avoid from that. For you to gain knowledge, for you to get new vocabs ke, new like how can you use certain grammar in a certain way for your sentences, right? Memang kena baca, tak ada shortcut. Alright, okay, so let me give you 2 more tips how to tackle paper 1. Sekarang kita cover mana ni? Adalah paper 1, right? Number 3 is you need to, alright ni, apa ni, kejap. May need to understand. Actually right, I'm going to give you one more. See what, yang the third one sama. Okay, so try all options. Find the best answer. So here, I bukan nak ajar you tolong tarang. Okay, no, I'm not gonna ajar you do that. But sometimes, especially part, let me see here. Yang kedua, part 2. Part 2, what it will give you is text. So ada tempat kosong. There's some blank space that you need to fill in with the right or suitable words. Okay, so here it's testing you how can you understand the subject, understand the object, understand the context behind the sentences. So yang ni you memang kena try all the options. You try see which words, which word that is suitable to be put there, to be placed in that blank space. Okay, alright. So here I guess the tips that I can give to you when you get your paper 1, memang kena baca soalan elok-elok. Okay, jangan macam terus jawab je, macam baca betul lah, ada teks panjang and then you baca dulu the text and then you jawab soalan. That will ruin you. You need to plan your time. So read the question first, see what you need to find from the paragraphs, from the text, and then baru baca paragraph because you know where you need to find the answer. Okay, alright. So that's the tips. Let's go through the format. So we've gone through part 1. Sekejap nak tengok kat sini. Lieutenant. Yes, thank you so much. Lieutenant, are you sure Lieutenant is like that kind of spelling, Mama Hasbi? For the UK one. Oh, macam tu Okay, I need to check. Okay, I'm not so sure. Let me check on that. I get back to you next week. Akira US eraser, UK rubber. Exactly. Okay, Maya cerita your name here is very interesting. Madam, macam mana nak markah penuh dekat kertas 2 English? Oh, alright. So this question, thank you so much for asking. We're not going to cover this week. We're not going to cover tonight. Kita akan cover ni next week because what I'm going to cover tonight is kertas 1 ataupun paper 1. Alright? But I will cover that. Okay, hold on. I will remember you, Maya cerita. So I hope that I see you next week on Wednesday at 9 p.m. to answer your question on paper 2. Paper 2, I will cover next week. Alright, so format paper 1, I've given you the part 1 punya. Part 1 dia akan bagi you stimulus ataupun macam artikel ke, tapi short ones. Memang short. It will test you to it wanted to see how quick can you understand the signs, understand the ads, understand the short email semua ni kan. Alright, so this is how it does look like on part 1. Okay, and it doesn't say here. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. Part 1 akan tanya you 8 soalan. So, let me just write it up. Alright, so for part 1, there will be short text or stimulus. And it's a multiple choice. Multiple choice. Okay, multiple choices and then ada 8 questions. Okay, so this is your part 1 and this is how it looks like. Okay, so here, Miss macam mana nak buat essay? Akila Omar, teacher, how to get full mark? Akila, full mark on paper 1 ke? And then cookies, this year keluar formal letter ke informal madam? This is for I'm guessing you're asking me for SPM KSSM, right? This is for paper 2. Usually formal letter or informal money. This is for Here, kejap, sabar. This keluar formal letter ke informal madam. Are you talking about SPM KSSM yang later ataupun incoming February? FYI, what we're going to cover for tonight is for KSSM and then not the SPM format yang February 2020 ni. February 2021. I forgot this year is 2021. Not that one. Okay, so what I'm going to cover here, this new format is for the SPM students that's going to take SPM later in the year. Okay, tarikh belum keluar lagi if I'm not mistaken, but this is the new format. Okay, macam mana nak buat essay bagus? I will cover that next week as well. Actually, thank you. Okay, you know what? Maya cerita, good idea. I don't know whether if you intended to do this. If you have certain questions or you need to know more from me, you need Miss Anis to cover more, do put it in the live chat and I'll probably schedule it in one of my sessions and then get it answered. Okay, so for you, because essay meaning that you need to write, I will cover that next week. How to do better in your writing skills. Okay, alright. So that we will cover next week. Okay, Nurul Atira, paper what is yes, paper 1 untuk malam ni. Akila Omar, how to get paper full mark? No, I mean the question. You mean sorry. Haha. Akila, what I mean is what? Okay, di padam pula. Okay, never mind. Alright. Okay, so that's for part 1. Part 2 pula. Alright, so part 2, how does it look like is, let me padam ni. Alright, so for part 2, okay, so for part 2, how does it look like is, say for example, I'll give you some example here. Easter Island is a small triangle of rock in Pacific Ocean. Okay, and then it is about 2,000 miles, and then blank space. The nearest city. So they will give you how many questions here? 10 blank space. They will give you 10 blank space in this one, I won't say really long text, but there will be enough spaces for 10 questions to be asked from you, and then you need to choose which word out of the 4. Kat bawah nanti lah dia akan bagi ayat tu kan, selepas dah letak 10 question, dekat bawah you need to choose A, B, C, D, the words that suitable to be placed ataupun untuk tulis dekat dalam blank space tu. So here, it's gonna really test you how you understand the context, understand the object, yang mana object, yang mana subject in your sentence, in the sentences tu. Okay, so here your, what's it called? Here your grammar, your vocab is really tested, and also how you understand. Macam mana you nak faham, how you, so reading ni, not only that you are trying to get the information kan, you also need to try to understand what is the story, what is the information yang dia orang nak cakap pasal ni. Is it gonna be, so sometimes you, one of the things that I would suggest lah, first thing first you tengok, ni past tense ke present tense, that's the first thing first lah untuk this part 2. Present tense ke past tense? Kalau dia present tense, then the option dekat bawah tu kalau past, salah lah. So anything yang past kat bawah tu memang boleh dah cancel already. And then if it's past tense and then present tense, depends. Because if it's a negative statement, you will use the present tense punya present tense punya ataupun the root word punya version or the conjugation punya verb. Okay, alright, so that depends lah. Tapi kalau past tense confirm, kalau bukan past tense, okay, dia present tense and then in your option ada past tense, boleh padam lah already. Okay, so that's one of, this is what your part 2 would look like. Another way how we macam label part 2 ni, back in the day we call it rational close. Maksudnya, how do you rationalize? How do you understand? How do you make sense out of the text and then try to match the words? Macam apa kat tempat blank space tu kan, which words suitable to make the sentence much more clearer lah. Okay, so here is your part 2. Part 2 ni, sorry. So part 2, I tulis nota kat sini sebenarnya, that's why macam right, part 2 here, they will give you incomplete sentences. And you have to fill in the blanks with the words, and then it's a multiple choice. Here, it will ask you 10 questions. Okay, how am I at time? Okay, good, we have time. Alright, paper 1. Okay, paper 1 untuk how to get full mark. How to get full mark? here your reading skill have to be really high lah. So meaning you know your grammar, you know the basics, especially lah present tense macam mana dia punya formula, past tense macam mana formula dia, present perfect tense macam mana, continuous tense pula macam mana formula dia semua ni. Okay, so this is the grammar portion. Also the adverbs, you need to understand how to differentiate between adverbs and also verbs and also adjective. Okay, so this is the things. And then how do you differentiate between verbs and gerund? Gerund ni bila ing punya verbs jadi noun. Okay, ni kita akan cover later. So now what I'm trying to do is this is the format. I'm introducing to you the format for the new SPM KSSM ni, and then later after we gone through all the formats, we're gonna tackle what can we do better to make sure you get full mark. I will try my best to help you. Okay, alright. So so itu grammar and then your vocab. Now, vocab pula, not only you need to know, you need to understand the meaning of the words. You also, sometimes it will ask you also on your synonyms. Synonyms ni maksudnya, the words have similar meaning. I think, I forgot when, there was a question. What is the difference between interesting, attractive, and appealing? All of them have similar meaning. Semuanya tiga-tiga kalau dalam Malay menarik perhatian. Now, how in the world, how can I differentiate? How can I differentiate between these three words? So this is where it really tests you how you understand it. Okay, so that is for your vocab. Another skill in reading is also understand the context. Yani skill ni it's not really, how to say this, easy to teach actually. So here it's really testing you how can you extract the information. So yang ni memang kena pandai banyak membaca. You have to read a few, at least lah, kalau boleh you read in this year at least 4 to 5 different books. Okay, to really understand, to grasp, okay, I'm reading this is what I get from it. Okay, to get the information, to extract the information. This will really help you to score, especially bila dapat paragraph and then you kena faham the information from it. Okay, so yang ni ada dalam paper 1. Summary tak ada, where you need to summarize and then write 130 words tu, dah tak ada. But the question where you need to read the paragraph and get the information from it still ada. Comprehension masih lagi ada. It's just that diorang bagi you discount, summary tak ada. Okay, so that's for paper itu. Nah, macam mana nanti kita akan tackle dia in a few, I guess in 5 weeks, because in the later weeks we're going to cover the format for each one of the papers. Okay, so part 3. Okay, good. Part 3. Thank you for still being here, and I really appreciate all the questions. Seriously, if you have certain things that you really want to know more, probably not tonight ke, macam you nak tahu, Miss, macam mana nak increase better, okay, that is so bad, sorry. How can I improve my listening skills ke apa? If you want to know more, put it in there, okay? Banyak kawan saya tak baca soalan tahun lepas, the question set, the answer tak lebih daripada 5 words. Yes. Okay, so that's why I put here in the tips, you have to read the questions. Really understand the question. What does it want? Dia nak minta you tulis 1 perkataan ke, 2 perkataan ke, ataupun 5 perkataan ke. Alright, so this is where you really be careful with the question. Dia macam, dia nak test you tau, okay? Because KSSM is easier, but it's also tricky. Memang tricky. Okay, so part 3. What it will test you is on the comprehension. So here, dia akan bagi you, nak minta padangan ni untuk part 2 So untuk part 3, okay? Now I will make shortcut. Part 3, what it will do to you, what it will give you in the paper, it will give you all these paragraphs. Okay, memang usually they will give you 7 to 8 paragraphs of text it sometimes can be an article, a newspaper article, or it can be a published article. So yang ni kalau nak memang tolong you lah, I would suggest you read this. Kat mana nak tulis I put here. This can help you. These types of articles that is being posted in this, kalau diorang ada website ke ataupun articles ke ataupun ni Forbes or National Geographic. I totally forgot about this. National Geographic. Dia macam klise, ala teacher mestilah, memanglah, tapi some of you don't know actually. Okay, so FYI for you to macam to be familiar. Okay, for selain daripada memang kena banyak membaca all this buku ke apa, you also need to know how to really understand formal article. This kind of articles that use formal tone. Macam nak bagi surat dekat government punya style macam tu, that kind of tone. Sometimes the sentences sound so serious, but these are the things that will be placed in your papers. So if you kalau boleh try to cari this kind of website yang ada this kind of articles macam kind of serious tone, formal tones, try to familiarize yourself with it. The language, how is it being written, macam mana dia susun dia punya facts dia juga. Okay, look at the how can you differentiate between a survey and an interview. Okay, so this kind of question pun mungkin akan tanya you juga. Okay, so these are the things that can help you to increase, okay, to improve. Okay, I was trying to find the word improve. Okay, so increase, improve your skills as well in reading. Okay, so part 3 dia akan give text and then they will give you macam ni contoh, I think you've seen this before. Contoh lah, the first question in paragraph 2 and then they will give you the questions. So here, that's why if you read the questions, if you read the question first, you don't need to read the whole paragraph. You just need to go to paragraph 2 and find the information. Dia dah macam bagi you, contohlah, this question is like your Waze ataupun Google Map to find your answer in a certain location. So bayangkan dia macam tu, okay? So that's why it's really important on this part 3, you read the question first so that you can save your time. Oh my god, I cannot emphasize it more. Okay, sorry kalau terlampau kuat. Really read the question first so that you can save time. Seriously, aku nak marah ke apa, tapi seriously, memang dalam SPM kena jaga masa. Okay, alright. Okay, bukan nak marah ke apa I really want to emphasize it. It's really important for you to really manage your time. Okay, alright. So that's for part 3. Part 3 ni akan tanya you 8 questions. Okay, so this lah, dia bagi paragraph apa and then they will give you 8 question. One of the question may gonna be an KBAT question lah. They will test you your understanding of the paragraphs or the articles too. Okay, it might not be relevant to the the answer might not be there, but wanted to understand, do you get the value, or are you able to relate whatever the information that is from the paragraph with your real life. Dia akan bagi you soalan juga macam tu. Okay, alright. So that's your part 3. Alamak, I'm out of space. I want to use this space untuk to show you the soalan. So I'm gonna padam belah sini. So if you macam tiba-tiba miss padam ni, don't worry, you can replay this video later. Okay, so I'm gonna padam belah sini and I'm gonna check the time. Got time? Alright. So 2 more parts and we're done for paper 1. But sekejap, you're almost ready for paper 1 already and then 3 more papers to go. Okay, so part 4. Okay, so part 4, what's gonna give you, alamak kau jauh pula bila tulis kat sini, tak apalah. Sorry Okay, so part 4, you know what? I'm gonna use this side to put this bentuk so that it's macam ada flow kat sini. So for part 4, how does it look like? It's gonna give you macam part 2. So part 2, they give you text and then they will give you blanks, but that you fill in a word. Part you need to fill in a sentences. A sentence. Okay, oh my god, my grammar. Astagfirullahaladzim. A sentence. Okay, instead of you kena match the words, you have to match the sentence. Right here. The question dekat dalam Malaysia. Teacher, jawapan dia ambil dalam paragraf tu, ambil sebiji atau kena ubah. Thank you so much. That's a very, very good question. Okay, they will tell you. Alright, so if say the question sounds like this, okay? Please provide a word that has the similar meaning to interesting from the paragraph 3. Okay, so maksudnya from your paragraph 3, okay, contoh yang paragraph tu kan, tengok dekat paragraph 3, which one of the word have similar meaning to interesting. So kalau you letak kalau you letak interesting balik dekat situ, salah lah. So you have to find a word that has similar meaning. So this is one of the question. It can also ask you, please provide, okay, sometimes it will give you a certain, contohnya lah, macam nak cakap it will give you who likes to drink water. So, dia akan bagi you ayat macam ni dalam question you, from the paragraph, who, they probably give you a descriptive ataupun description of a person in that paragraph that matches that description. So, you kena match. So, dia tengok dekat soalan. Here, they will tell you whether they want you to give one word ke ataupun it doesn't matter as long as you give a short answer. They will tell you, kalau dia minta satu word, they can tell you they want you to write it in one word. Kalau tak, you can write it, tapi jangan tulis the whole sentences lah, because it will take your time. Okay, so let me see here. When Malay teachers speak Japanese, sorry Mama, I don't understand you. Sometimes I ubah bagi lebih menarik but not change the meaning. Yes, you can do that. Okay, but careful. Sometimes it also asks you to, macam tadi soalan, dia minta you cari perkataan directly from the paragraph, meaning you cannot change the word from the paragraph. You have to take it sebiji-biji that has the similar meaning to the ones that is in the question ke apa. So you tak boleh nak paraphrase, right? So you have to take directly from the paragraph. Teacher Chomen, thank you Sri Sendu. Alright, thanks Madam, I was from, okay, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me here in Malaysia. Alright, so panjang lebar aku cerita. Okay, sabar, sorry, banyak iklan dekat situ ya. Untuk part 4, so what it will give you, contohnya macam tadi part 2, right? They will give you text. Alright, they will give you text and then they will give you, sometimes they will put a box. Okay, they will put a box and then give text again and then box. Here, your option, ini 8, 6 A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, contohnya dia akan bagi you, I think they will give you G, H. They will give you 8 or 10 options, okay? They will give you 8 or 10 options of sentences. Dia bagi you ayat, bukan perkataan dah. Yang ni dia test lain macam. Dia akan bagi you ayat untuk you letakkan dalam tempat kosong. Which one that matches, and then the rest ada 2 atau 4 tak boleh nak masuk, tak ada kena mengena dengan paragraph tu, tak ada kena mengena dengan teks tu. Okay, so this is that's why I said to you, dia macam lebih kurang macam PT3 if I'm not mistaken. One of the we call it gap text. So back in the PT3 punya format. Okay, so instead of so the part 2 test you on your words. Okay, this one test you on your sentences. Macam mana you nak match kan? Macam mana you nak isi tempat kosong with text, with sentences pula. Okay, so that's why it's easier KSSM punya SPM punya version, tapi tricky sikit. Okay, alright, nampak senang tapi tricky sikit. And then this is multiple choice. And then so ada a few options, akan terlebih lah. Okay, it's therefore to confuse you. Okay, so here memang kena so here How can it help you? Other than baca the questions, you need to baca the text. Try to understand the context that is trying to portray. What the story is about. What is that sentence is trying to say to you? Okay, Singaporean totally English speaking. Oh, okay, good, awesome. All right, but thank you so much for joining me tonight. Seriously, thank you so much for joining me and then learning or trying to like actually be here. I hope that I do not waste your time. Anyone here, I hope that you gain some, at least lah ada satu macam moment. Seriously, I hope that I have shared something with you. Seriously, ikhlas, tolong lah. Hopefully lah. Kalau tak, I'm so sorry. But thank you so much for being and joining eTuisyenLive with me, Miss Anis here. Okay, so part 4 is this version. So what we call them usually lah gap text. FYI ya, I bagi tahu you semua ni mungkin akan lain sikit dengan how your teacher akan ajar. It might be different, but these are the macam similar meaning ke apa, okay? They might use a different version, label ke ataupun text ke, it's not wrong, alright? This is how I interpret this, okay? Alright, so here, I always play games with all my friends from USP through Discord. Wow, to improve my speaking. Well done! Hey everyone, if you do not notice this, kadang-kadang macam korang tengok video ni, right? If you go to the live chat, there, some of the viewers that's here joining us tonight, right? They give a good tips here actually. Other than tadi tips yang I bagi tadi tu kan, ataupun read the Reader Digest semua, by playing games. I do bukan nak suruh korang go main game, mobile games and everything. Nah, bukan. I nak bukan nak macam pergilah main game tak payah belajar. No. But sometimes actually by playing these mobile games in English language, right, you need to understand the manual, you need to understand the macam ayat-ayat ataupun the story that is telling lah, okay, from the games can help to increase your English as well. I do understand some students doesn't like to read, so this is the other ways that you can use as well. Okay, alright, I play Among Us with English. Good. Among Us with English, there's a game called Among Us. Okay, alright, I'm not so sure, but I play Genshin, FYI. Alright, so this is a gap text. Okay, so here they will give you 6 questions. Now that's for part 4. Last one. Sekarang apa? Okay, I got 3 more minutes. Alright, part 5. Part 5 is like part 3. Masa dia akan bagi you text ataupun dia akan bagi you description. They will give you, okay, let me just write. They will give you description or they will give you ads yang panjang ataupun they will give you interviews, outcome or survey. So if you notice description, ads, interview outcomes ataupun dekat sini short text, stimulus ni, right? So here, another thing that I wanted to macam tolong you guys to understand lah, this is what we call linear and non-linear text. Let me write here. Linear or non-linear text. Linear text is the traditional text lah. Maksudnya kalau you ambil buku and then macam ada apa text dia from one paragraph to one paragraph semua tu kan, that is linear text. Non-linear text dalam tables, dalam graphs, dalam ads, or emails is like linear because it's text kan. So ataupun di macam dalam kotak ni, what do you call those kind of things? Charts. Yeah, we'll call them charts, okay? So, itu adalah non-linear. So, other than you need to familiar on how to read really long kind of text, right? You also need to understand how to get information from ads, from advertisements, okay? From leaflets. So, kadang-kadang kan kalau korang pergi some buildings and then macam ada poster, right? So, try to look at it and try to see if you can get some information from it. Try to practice. So, these are the way that you can practice yourself outside. Okay, so that's for part 5. So they will give you description and what you need to do is sometimes they will ask you to match. So dia macam bagi you satu ayat and then you have to match them. Tengok tak? Okay, orang ni suka kucing. Say for example, this person likes cats. So who is it? So dia akan bagi you description which one of them is the one that likes cat. Okay, so this kind of question, and then they will also give you a question juga where you. So here they will ask you to give short answer. So another way to say it lah on part 5 ni, short answer. So here ada 8 questions. So in total, kalau korang perasan 8 campur 6, ini 8 campur 10 campur 8, in total 40 marks. Okay, so that's for paper 1. So you are already ready untuk ambil paper 1 English 1119 for KSSM 2021. Voila! Okay, I know. Sometimes we also need to increase our reading skills. Okay, don't worry. So what I'm doing tonight is I'm introducing to you on the format. So for now, what we have gone through for 1 hour is the format for paper 1 KSSM SPM English 1119. I thank you for sticking with me until now. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you next week. We're gonna cover paper 2, which is on your writing skills. I'll see you next week. See you when I see you. Bye bye.